Our loving and generous God, we praise and thank you for the bountiful blessings you have given us. Thank you for giving us a mind that can know and a heart that can love. Thank you for giving us the chance to continue learning amidst the pandemic that have caused a lot of changes in our lives. We are sorry for the times we have failed you. We humbly ask for your forgiveness. Father, help us to focus on our studies. When learning becomes difficult, grant us the gifts of courage and enthusiasm. Grant us the courage to use our knowledge in making a difference into the lives of the people around us. All this we pray in your mighty name. Amen.
Daylight come and me one go home. Work all night on a drink of rum. Daylight come and me one go home. Stack banana till the morning come. Daylight come and me one go home. Come Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me one go home. Come Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and me one go home. Lift 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me one go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me one go home. Day, me say day, oh. Daylight come and me one go home. Day, me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day. And me one go home. A beautiful bunch, a ripe banana. Daylight come and me one go home. Hide the deadly black tarantula. Daylight come and me one go home. Lift 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me one go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me one go home. Day, me say day, oh. Daylight come and me one go home. Day, me say 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 day, oh. Daylight come and me one go.
Hello, grade 5 pupils. How are you today? I hope you're still doing great. So this is our week 13 lesson of our mensuration class. Okay, so this time, kindly watch the following video about how to get the surface area of a rectangular prism and also how to get the area of a surface area of a triangular prism.
Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. And remember, When it comes to surface area, simply put, it's the total area of the outside part or layer of a 3D figure. So when it comes to rectangular prisms, they have 6 faces. So we need to find the area of each face and add all of that up in order to get the surface area. Now at the top of your screen in blue, we are going to use that formula there in order to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. So surface area equals 2 times front or back plus 2 times right or left plus 2 times top or bottom. So let's talk about what that means. Now, I have everything multiplied by 2 because, for example, if we pick the front or back, let's say we pick the front here, if we find the area of the front, we can multiply that by 2 because the back is the exact same as the front. Same with right and left. We can find the area of the right face and then multiply it by 2 because the left is the exact same as the right. Same with top and bottom. So let's get into finding the surface area here, and we'll start with surface area equals 2, and we need to find the area of the front or back. So let's find the area of the front where we have a 6 by 2. So we can do area equals length times width for a rectangle. Plug in. Area equals 6 times a width of 2. And we get an area of 12 square inches for the front. So we could plug in 12 here. Plus, now we need to do the right and left. Now, but before I get to that, I want to mention to the right here, I have a net of that rectangular prism. So basically, I unfolded it so you can see all of the faces, and it's not in 3D form. So it kind of lays everything out so we can visualize what we're doing a little better. So as of right now, we have 12 square inches here for the area of the front and the back. So let's do right and left. So we'll pick the right side here, the right face, and we have a 3 by 2. So area equals length times width, so we could plug in 3 times 2, and that gives us an area of, let's actually write it out, length times width, area equals 3 times 2, so that area is going to be 6 square inches. So again, that's the right and left. So we would do 2 times 6 for the right and left. And lastly, we need to do the top and the bottom. So we're going to take a look at the top where we have a 6 by 3. So area equals length times width. Plug in 6 times 3, and we get an area of 18 square inches. So our bottom is 18 square inches and our top is 18 square inches. So we would plug in 2 times 18. Now let's start solving. 2 times 12 is 24. 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 2 times 18 is 36. So the the front and back combined, we have an area of 24 square inches. The right and left combined area of 12 square inches, and the top and bottom has a combined area of 36 square inches. So we have all of our faces included. Now we just need to add everything together. So surface area equals 24 plus 12 is 36, plus 36 gives us an answer of 72 square inches. So that's the area of all of the faces added together. So there you have it. There's how you find the surface area of a rectangular prism. Again, find the area of each face and then add all of that together. I hope that helped. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace. Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to find the surface area of a triangular prism. And remember, the surface area, simply put, is the area of the outside part or layer of a 3D figure. And when it comes to triangular prisms, they have 5 faces. So we need to find the area of each of those 5 faces, add them together, and we'll get the surface area. So at the top of your screen where it says SA, right here, that means surface area. So this is how we're going to organize our problem and add up the areas of each face. So we have 2 times the area of one of the bases, and we multiply the area of one of the bases by 2 because when it comes to prisms, we have 2 congruent and parallel bases. So they are the exact same size and shape. So if we find the area of one of them, we can multiply it by 2 in order to get the area of both of them. Then we have plus a rectangle, plus a rectangle, plus a rectangle. So each one of those rectangles, that means the area of a rectangle. So we'll talk more about what those rectangles mean here in a minute. So let's jump into number 1 here. And the first thing we need to do is find the area of the base here and then multiply it by 2. So our bases are triangles for a triangular prism. So this front triangle here and the back. And again, they are the exact same size and shape. So we only need to find the area of one. That means we have the area of both. So we'll start with area equals 1/2 base times height. That's the formula for the area of a triangle. So let's plug in now. So 1/2 times the base is 6 here. So 6 times the height, which is that dashed line, and the height is 4 inches. So let's solve. 6 times 4 is 24, times 1/2 is 12. So we have 12 square inches there, and we multiply that by 2 again because we have 2 bases and they are the exact same size and shape. So let's write everything out down here below the problem. So surface area equals, and we will plug in our first area, 12 square inches. And now we get to the rectangles. But before we start that, I want to take a look at the right-hand side of your screen. And we have our triangular prism unfolded. That's called a net. So everything's unfolded. It's going to give us a better idea of the areas of the faces, and it helps us visualize what we're doing here when we unfold that 3D shape. So try to visualize unfolding it, or even folding that net back up and creating the 3D triangular prism. So let's get into the rectangles. So we have a bottom rectangle, a left rectangle, and a right rectangle. Now the left and right rectangle are the exact same size. The bottom one is different. So let's do the bottom rectangle first. So we can think of this as the bottom rectangle here, the right, and the left. It doesn't matter what order you do them in, you'll get the same answer either way, but we're starting with the bottom. So let me fill in, I'm trying to find some room here. We'll do area equals length times width. So length times width for the area of a rectangle. You can also use base times height, so whatever works best for you. So let's plug in. Area equals, well, the length is 7 inches here, and the width is 6 inches. So we have a 7 by 6 rectangle, or 6 by 7. Either way, it will give you the same answer. So 7 times 6, and our area equals 42 square inches for that bottom rectangle. So we'll plug in here, 42. And let's actually write on our net here, this is going to be 42 square inches. The front triangle, remember, is 12 square inches. And the back triangle is the same. So let's do the right and left. And these rectangles are the exact same, so we only need to write out one here. So let's go to the bottom of the screen. Area equals length times width, and let's plug in. So we have a length of 7 and a width of 5 here. So if you're having trouble picturing the rectangle, it's this right rectangle here. So 7 times 5, or if you did 5 times 7, you'll get the same answer either way. So area equals 35 square inches. So 35, And again, this is the right one we did, but the left one is the exact same in the case of this triangular prism. So 35 square inches. So let's add another 35. And now we are good to go as far as adding this up. So we get 2 times 12 is 24, plus 42 is 66, and then we have 35 plus 35, which is 70. So this is 66 here, this is 70. Add those together, and we get 136. So surface area equals 136, and that is square inches. Now that was a lot of work there as we went through. Now the more of these problems you do, the better you'll get and the quicker they'll go. I kind of laid everything out and went slowly as to really explain each step. But again, the more you do, the quicker and better you'll get at these. So just to recap, when it comes to finding surface area, find the area of each face, add all of those faces up, and you'll end up with the correct surface area. So there you have it. There's how you find the surface area of a triangular prism. I hope that helped. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.
Okay, so that would be all for this week, grade 5 pupils. I hope you have learned something new today. And if you have any question or clarification, don't hesitate to message me on my messenger account, or you can raise your questions during our virtual discussion. Goodbye and stay safe, everyone!